Hey guys, it's Tommy CM and welcome back to another park review here on my channel, looking at the best parks on the PS4 Frontier Workshop. Today's park is called Magical Dreams Castle and Hub. It was uploaded to the Frontier Workshop by CrystalInfinity, and the description is inspired by the new castle of Magical Dreams in HKDL, which I'm assuming is Hong Kong Disneyland. This version also includes the Gardens of Imagination Hub from SH Disneyland, which I'm assuming is Shanghai, maybe. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it from the outset here, looks an incredible build in terms of the design. There's not many attractions. There is only 3 rides, but this park just stood out to me from the whole look of it. I mean, as you can see there's fireworks going off. I mean, I'll try and let's try and get it up in night time. See them going off while they're operating. I mean, that just looks brilliant, doesn't it? That the way they're timed and synced together, you know, it really does give that Disneyland feeling. Yeah, that just looks fantastic. Fireworks. There's something in the game that, you know, they do look really good. I've not had a chance to kind of play around with them yet and see what I can do with them. But yeah, I mean, this definitely, you know, it's incredibly good to watch. So yeah, fantastic design here from CrystalInfinity. But yeah, you kind of get the gist of the fireworks there, where they're all coming off this roof here. Look, so this is where they're all set from. Right, what we'll do is we shall go back to the start of the park, and we will switch to daytime, and we shall work our way in. So I mean, straight off, this entrance just like looks insane, doesn't it? The level of detail that's gone into this entrance is, you know, is crazy. I would love to know how long CrystalInfinity was working on this entrance for to get it to look like this, because it really does look fantastic. You know, the smallest of details as you go around, but everything does a job. It's not overloaded, but it's, you know, it's definitely not under what should I say, underloaded, if that's a term. Inside here is it. So this is a hotel. So this park does include a hotel at the side there. Is there one on the other side, I'm assuming? Yep, so there's a hotel on either side. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the best entrances I've seen on the Frontier Workshop for PS4. Really impressive. So we shall make our way in. Going on here, and we've got a lot of what seems to be sort of like fairy tale style buildings. Obviously, this is kind of based around a Disney style park, so that is the sort of stuff you're going to get here. Very nice little fountain here. It's nice. He's actually got. See, there's not even got a fountain base in here. It is just water pumps. So that's the thing about the fountains in the game, is you don't necessarily need to have, you know, need to put in the biggest and brightest fountains. Something like that can look just as good. We'll keep walking around here. Got a nice range of shops here. I mean, the overall look at it around this sort of circular lake. If anyone's ever been to Epcot in Florida, this is the sort of style that they have there at Disney. You have like the future world at the front, and then you have a big circular lake at the back where you've got all the different countries. And this is the style of park that they have there. So yeah, really does give you that Disney style and that Disney feeling. Here's one of the rides. Some mystical dragon. I'm assuming that's supposed to be I can't remember her name, from the Little Mermaid. The evil woman in the Little Mermaid. I can't think of her name now. Ursula, is that her name? I'm assuming that's supposed to be based on her. But yeah, that ride fits in really well. Keep going around here. what we'll do is we'll do this front circle first and keep going all the way around. What we've got through here. This is just like a walk through through some gardens. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll go through the front bit, and then as we go through, we'll work our way towards the back. Because, as I say, when we did the overview at the start, I noticed the coaster was at the back of the park, so we'll finish on that. There's a nice little outdoor seating area. There's the carousel. You're probably wondering why there's no guests in the park. The park is shut at the minute. When the guests come in, because of the detail in the park does tend to lag. If anyone's interested on the build limit, it's at 90%. I mean, you can see the level of detail that's gone into this, but obviously there's not many rides, hence why you can put more detail into this. But still, to fit all of this in for 90% on console is quite impressive. I do like this queue line. I do like this queue line's pattern for the merry-go-round. I think that looks really, really good. Really blends in with the fairy tale theme quite well. So, I think a lot of these buildings are, are blueprints, especially stuff like this. If you, some of these are blueprints. Some of them aren't, but some of them are as well. But again, there's nothing wrong with using the blueprints. It's a case of using them to your advantage, really. And as long as they blend in, then they all work really well. Some nice. I like these sort of lighting stands that we've got going off here. So we've got a scenery group there, but the fact he's put the pole on, he's got the speakers and the lights all hanging around. That's exactly, if you're going for realism, that's exactly the sort of thing you want to see. And I can tell you now, these hedges must have taken ages to fit in like this. To get it to curve around like this, it must have taken absolutely ages. There's 1,500, so on the scenery there, you can see most of the things that are highlighted. There's almost 1,500 pieces that he's put in there. So yeah, incredibly impressive. I like these little fountains down the front. The castle itself, I believe, is a blueprint, or it may have been tweaked slightly. He may have used a bit of a blueprint, but oh no, maybe not. Because some of these, when you click on them, they are separate items. Unless it's used the base and then just built on it. But I mean, even still, it does look impressive. Whether he's built it or whether Planet Coaster built it. I know there is a sort of. Let me just go to the scenery tab. I know there was a sort of castle available in here. We want huge building. This fairy tale large castle. So that's the castle that you can get in the game. So no, that is a bespoke castle. So to be fair, well played to him. That is a really good design. It's probably, like I say, he's probably looked at a picture from Disney and copied that, and it looks fantastic. Straight away when you look at it, Disney is the first thing you think about. So yeah, definitely impressive build that is. And then you've got the pathways around here. As you can probably tell, this park review is not going to be a massive one because there isn't a huge amount of rides for us to try out. But it is all about just the realism of this park. This is why I wanted to review this one, was just because of how realistic it does look. So there's the princess. Now you see this section of the park, again, this is exactly what you'd get in Disney, especially with these guys here. This is exactly what you get at the back of Disney, especially Magic Kingdom in Florida. If you haven't guessed, I have been there, which is why I keep mentioning the Florida theme parks. But this is exactly the sort of style that you get behind there, so that's really nice to see. Some entertainers here, some archers, and some of these people. Again, these just remind me of Shrek when they get to Lord Farquaad's castle. We'll carry on going through here. Right. And I think that's a very my bad, the queue line starts a bit further back. There's the queue line start. Let's go on here. It looks like it's a spinning coaster. It's a decent enough size track for a spinning coaster anyway. We shall hop on and have a go. And here we go. Okay, so basically this ride looks like it's block sectioned, but the block sections appear to be very very slow. That's changing. So what I'm going to do... Oh, the ride's broken down. As if the ride's broken down when we finally get a chance to go on it, right? Let's start again. But I'm going to turn the block section off just in case we have to sit there again. I'm just going to go standard, and then we'll hop in it like that. So yeah, hopefully this time we'll make it all the way around. And there we go, back at the station. It was okay as a coaster. I wouldn't say it's the best spinning coaster I've seen. I think there could be a little bit more speed on it, a little bit more banking. Obviously, it's got the overbank turn here, which is kind of a feature now on all these spinning coasters. It's probably the element that people look forward to the most. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of banking on there. Although to be fair, if you're looking at the stats, he's hitting it. I mean, it's 5.99 for excitement, and if he hits 6, it goes green. So we'll give him that. And then it'd be green across the board. Let's look at the results there. His vertical G's are high, and so is his lateral. To be fair, again, from lateral is ideally less than 3, and vertical less than 6. But if we go on the heat maps here and look at vertical, it's where he's got the quick dips there. So straight down here and then gone back up again down here, down and back up, down and back up. That's the areas where it needs to sort of have enough time to adjust to the new direction to kind of lower those. But yeah, it's an okay spinning coaster. I mean, the theming of it, just like the rest of the park, is fantastic. You can't really fault the theming. But yeah, just a bit more banking and a bit more leveled out speed. Like this drop, the drop that's almost vertical there goes up to a climb that's almost vertical, and then the car almost stops. It doesn't need to be like that, if you know what I mean. I think that could be done in a better way, but you know, that's just my personal preference. You guys might feel a little bit different on that. But yeah, that is what's the name of that ride? I think I can't catch that. Merlin's Twist. Merlin's Twist, which obviously blends in with the fairy tale style park. As I say, the theming around here looks brilliant, and I will just quickly show you the park at night time. So that is the entire park at night time. As you can see, the castle is lit up really well, and yeah, I mean, overall, the theming is probably the best I've ever seen in terms of the layout, the design, the attention to detail. I mean, that just from playing the game myself, having that path in that circular, that perfect circle there, is impressive. Never mind the attention to detail and all the planting, etc. So yeah, I think overall fantastic theming. Obviously, it would be nice to see a few more rides in, if any areas of the park could be expanded. But again, that's why I do these park reviews, to have a look. And if you guys are interested in this park, then I'll leave the details in the description below, and you can go and have a look and change, or you can download it and edit the park yourself. I'll just flick it back to daytime here. But yeah, that has been this park. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed that, and subscribe if you are new. And if you've got any parks you want me to have a look at, then please suggest them to me and give them the details below. But yeah, other than that, I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.